Hey, it's Customer on D1 Slant. This is me, Spuckster. In this video, I am finally doing Techawrym Kole. Well, hope you enjoy this video. Let's go. Enroll experimental intro. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Kole was standing at the edge of the area that was affected when some creatures from another world came to his. He was steadying his breathing, thinking, "Come on, Kole. Come on, you can do this. You can do this." Kole is your average man, around his mid to late 20s. He is a average all around, but he's more of a workaholic than anything. He really likes animating and drawing, but he also is relatively good at swordsplay, and also good with guns. He goes to the gun range every now and again. Walking into the area, he steadied his 9mm pistol, just in case he would have to fight anything in there. He heard rustling every now and again, but as he looked around, he saw that the area was pretty badly affected by whatever happened. There were pillars of giant metal coming out from the ground, and at the center was a tower that was a company that he worked for. A company that was known as Robotics Incorporated. This place, not being the big company it was, had multiple places, but for some reason, this place was where it was the epicenter of the explosion that brought these creatures to his world. But he would soon find out what these creatures were exactly. As walking through, heading toward the main area, he felt something attached to his wrist where he was keeping his watch so he could see how far he was going in. When he looked down, he saw that something was taking over his watch. Tried ripping his watch off, but it was grafted to his skin. And he felt pain as he was trying to rip it off. But he soon saw a red light go up from his arm into his shoulder, and saw something latch onto part of his head. And he heard a voice in his head saying, "Whoa, dude, quit trying to pull me off. I'm part of you now." Kole said, who is this?" And the creature said, "I am, well, I don't really have a name yet, but call me Tech. I'm a Techawrym. Techawryms are creatures from another world, and our creator is named Tekka. That guy is a real douchebag. But, like you were saying, we all have the ability to bond with anything, inorganic, plants, animals, but we mostly prefer either machines or creatures, like humans." Kole said, "But how'd y'all get here?" Tech said, it might be my fault. I may or may not have bonded to a machine that can teleport any creature with a pretty much unlimited amount of other things to another world. And I may or may not have hacked it and sent us here by complete accident." Kole, being the not just buff of guns, swords, and all that he also really likes science fiction, saying, "I'm not surprised. I have seen too many sci-fi movies. I'm pretty sure this is just a dream." Tech said, I could poke you now just to prove I'm not lying." Just then, Kole felt a sharp pain in his hand. He said, "Yep, it's not a dream. It is definitely not a dream." Tech said something then that caught him off guard. "Yeah, we better want to start running because I am here. I'm detecting some of my own kind coming this way, and they are made of giant rocks. And trust me, they aren't happy. They want me to get that to pretty much destroy me, absorb me, and go to other worlds so they can take it over too. I really hate our creator." What do you mean?" said Kole as he was starting to run. "Yeah, I may or may not have teleported a good chunk of the evil version of us. There's 3 types. Good, which are extremely rare. The evil ones that are basically just huge douchebags. I may or may not have gone through the internet from your watch. It's a pretty interesting piece of tech you have." "Yeah, what? Why did y'all go to Robots Incorporated? Why was that the epicenter of the explosion?" Uh, Whatever the area, all worlds are connected somehow, and Robotics Incorporated was the biggest tech center nearby, so we may or may not have overloaded the system. I may or may not have overloaded the system by teleporting here and causing the explosion. All these huge spikes about that? Yeah, what about those?" Kole said. "Those are actually some of my kind that were slaughtered and pretty much molded like clay to make these buildings." Kole said, "Oh crap." Just then they saw a giant rock fly past them, and Tech said, "Yep, they found us." Kole said, "Wait, you said you're a Techawrym, right?" Tekka, can you shapeshift?" Tekka said, Tech said, "Yeah, I can. What do you want? Sword, gun, bola pliers, whatever." He said, "Give me a, energy blade. Basically your standard blade with a energy coating around it. Yeah, I also know what that is. I'm also bonded to your brain a little, so there's that." So, Tekka, from the watch, turned his hand into a giant blade, and when he turned around, he slashed whatever it was behind him. He missed by a few. Kole missed by a few inches, but he did manage to hit a good chunk of rock. And what he saw was a giant golem. The golem couldn't talk because it was made out of rock, and Tech said, "Yeah, for the record, this guy is a big brute, so aim for the center eye that's glowing red, because that's where you need to hit in order to disable the whole Techawrym." Kole said, "Got it." He leaped forward and plunged the sword directly through the Techawrym golem. The reason why the golem was just standing there was because it was trying to figure out what was going on with Kole. After that, Kole sat down on a rock, trying to catch his breath because everything that was going on with him was mostly on autopilot and all through the adrenaline rush. Kole said, Okay, can you tell me what exactly you can do?" Tech said, "Well, to put it lightly, I am kind of symbiotically bonded to you from the watch down to your hand. I actually have near complete control of the hand, but you have some control, meaning you can still write with it and all that." Kole said, "I don't really use that hand often. I mostly just use it to hold something down or hold my phone." Tech said, "Okay, thanks for the heads up. Also, we better get running because I'm detecting a bigger bird coming towards us. And trust me, he detected you killing that guy, and he ain't happy." Kole then said, "Wait, you can turn into anything, right?" Tech said, "Yeah, what are you talking about?" Cole said, "Give me jumping legs." Just then, Tech knew what he was talking about, and using a cable that he sprout from the bottom of the wrist and connecting down to the legs, it spread. The Techawrym spread all across and down Cole's legs, turning him into more of a more metalish. Cole then started to run and pretty much bounce like a human rabbit. He leapt from boulder to boulder, and when he turned around, he said, bring out the biggest gun you can make." Tech, realizing what he was talking about, said, "Okay. Also, I can only turn to the size of a small bazooka mixed with a sniper rifle, but if I were absorbed with a dead Techawrym, I could become stronger." Cole said, okay, I'll do that after we just kill this thing first." Tech morphed, disconnecting the cable from Cole's legs, turning him back to normal, and turned his entire arm into a giant gun. Cole grabbed a hold of it and said, "Whoa, this thing's heavy." Tech said, "Well, you should be surprised. You shouldn't be surprised. That thing is pretty heavy. I can just fire." Just then, the Cole said, "But I can't without a barrel." Tech said, "Oh yeah. Just give me a second." Then Tech designed a giant barrel that looked like it was a mix between. It was about as long, looked like a bazooka mixed with a sniper rifle, to put it lightly. A small scope was made over Cole's eye as he took aim with the sniper bazooka. Cole said, "Firing in 3, 2, Tech said, 1, and just then a giant Techawrym golem, about 5 times bigger than the other one, came onto the scene and let out a bellowing, mechanical roar. But it didn't last that long because it got shot directly in the center onto the Techawrym eye. That thing didn't last long. Tech said, How come you're so strong, Tech?" Ugh. Oh, God. The only reason I'm so strong is because I have dwarfed that piece of tech, and I'm not big enough to take out the one that is we need to take out before we can really leave. Because I read your mind, and you're also here to save a friend of yours, correct?" Cole said, "Yeah. I haven't talked to the guy in forever. I need to get him out of here soon. I just know he's in danger somehow." Tech said, "Okay. Well, let's get going." Cole said, "Wait." As they were walking, can you tell me about what that gun was?" Tech said, "Oh, yeah, that was a sniping bazooka. It's a piece of tech from another world. I may or may not have stolen the blueprints from. It's an energy-based attack weapon, and it's a very powerful one. I can only do up to 5 charges per hour, and you can only use it like 10 times a day. So, sorry." Cole said, it's fine. That's a very powerful weapon, too. I need to get out of here soon so I can go back to work." Tech said, "Well, I can also manage your email. Speaking of which, you got an email saying that you are 2 days behind on a project." Cole said, I need to get done with that poster. And this is my biggest project yet." Tech said, "Well, judging by your phone accidentally absorbed too. I can finish the piece of art as we are going. Judging by your art style, I can pretty much copy it already. Cole said, wait, you can? Tech said, yeah? What? I'm a living piece of technology, for crying out loud. You should be some more surprised. Cole said, yeah, I am. I'm just, so much stuff has happened today. I need a rest. Just then, Cole had the idea. Wait, remember those jumping legs? Tech said, yeah, what about them? Cole said, can you make some modifications? Give me some claw-like ones and make it look like, that hopping alien from Ben 10. Tech said, oh, yeah, I know that one. I got the idea already. Okay. And then he connected the cable to his legs again, and his legs morphed into a shape that looked like giant grasshopper legs. And I also added some rockets to the bottom, right below where they come back out to add some extra flying power to. Cole said, thanks. Now let's get going. He started jogging, but then he leapt up in a giant and burst of flame. He leapt up, flying toward where they needed to be. Also, I added wings to the back of you when that happened, so you can glide there. Cole said, thanks, Tech. Now let's go save my friend. As they were flying toward where Cole's friend was, Tech said, who's your friend, by the way? Cole said, my friend is named Michael, but we call him Mike for short. He came here after breaking up with his longtime boyfriend. He is a really nice guy, but he just seems like someone possessed him to come here. Like he wasn't himself. Tech said, well, that might be because he may or may not have been here when the Techawrym also came here. Cole said, yeah, I was here too, but I saw the pre-tell signs of a meltdown, so I ran out. But since me and Mike work at the same place, I wasn't able to tell him. So I'm guessing he most likely got hit by a small fragment of y'all. Tech said, most likely the big hunter who's a big Chad. Yeah, I also read that on the internet. Also, Karens are the worst. They're total benches. Cole said, yeah, they are. I'm surprised I haven't had to deal with one yet. As they landed, they saw what was going on with Mike. There was at the center, there saw Mike just staring there blankly in face. On his forehead was something that looked like a helmet with a glowing red eye in the center. His arms were a mishmash of pieces of metal, rocks, and what looked like glass, but also foreign metal that he never seen before. He looked down and Mike spoke in a voice, not his own. Who are you? Ah, Tech. I see you bonded with a human. Wrong idea. Looks like I have to kill you and your friend now. This is gonna be fun. Cole said, who are you and what are you doing with my friend? Oh, call me Mega. Let's just say I'm the leader of the Techawrym, created by Techa himself. And we are here to take over. Cole let out a deep breath, saying, "You're not taking over my world."
You see, I have already sent out a good chunk of my followers to find hosts of the smartest people on Earth to take over.
Cole said, "Well, looks like I'm going to have to find them and rip those Techawryms out of them myself. But first, I'm going to start with you. Tech, give me a giant sword."
Like that will harm me.
And they clashed. As they clashed, at the beginning, it looked like Maga was having the upper edge with his supreme scythe. He was bringing down smash after smash of giant hammer-like fists, and Mike was just sitting there like looking like he was being mind controlled, which he most likely was. He then spoke in the voice again.
Looks like this is the end of the road.
That was just the beginning. But as they got closer and closer to the end of the fight, Tech said something that really pissed off Maga. Maga, you are slow and you're a huge jerk. I'm surprised anyone follows you. Maga, being the narcissist he is, said,
Well, you're just mad because you don't have any followers and are powerful as me.
"Well, about that. Remember that big giant Chad, the guy, Cole? Yeah? Well, yeah, that was Maga's right-hand man that we killed." "Oh. Look, yo, Maga, we killed your right-hand man." Maga was pissed.
You did what? Like a weakling like you could have killed someone like him.
Cole said, "Well, it was relatively easy. We just shot him in the face." He let out a bellowing roar, but that was the last thing he said, and the only thing he said. To me, anyways. And due to Maga's anger, he started becoming faster and faster in rage, trying to hit them, but due to his rage, he was being blindsided by it as well. This was part of one of Cole's favorite strategies, using the enemy's size against them. He said, "Tech, give me a giant gauntlet with spikes on it. Basically, a brass knuckle gauntlet." Tech said, "Okay." And he morphed into the biggest gauntlet he could at the moment. And Cole, lifting it up, said, "This is what you get for taking over my friend," reeling the fist back and plunging it straight into Maga's body, going through it and punching through the other side. Maga let out a giant cry of pain.
Nice try, but that actually hurt.
He looked down and saw Cole, saying, "I know." He leapt up, and Tech shifted back into his regular form, and Cole used that. He said, "Grapple!" And Tech turned into a grappling hook and shot up, and he grabbed on to the shoulder next to Mike's head. He pulled himself up, grabbed the controller, the helmet, and, well, the eye of it anyways, and ripped it out and said, "Well, Maga, looks like your control over my friend is gone."
like you can defeat me.
He was cut off by Kole, crushing the eye in his bare hand. Kole turned and saw that Maga was starting to fall apart piece by piece, and saw a few Techawrym sprouting apart from him. He said, Tech, what's going on? Tech said, well, looks like they saw that who's stronger because they bonded with him to become, in order to defeat me, because I'm actually the second strongest of my kind. But Maga was a lot more powerful than me. So, they called me the weakest because there were a good few as well that were bonded to him and also being controlled by Maga. I knew this, but they didn't, so we finally proved that I'm stronger. Kole said, really? Well, I'm getting Mike and getting out of here. Can you unbond yourself from me? Tech said, yeah, kinda can't unless you want to lose an arm. Kole said, you what? Yeah, it looks like we're permanently stuck with each other. Kole said, I can deal with that. Mike, you awake? Mike shot up and said, Oh, I had the weirdest dream. I had the weirdest dream that Robot Incorporated. I got hit with a metal-like looking horn. That thing was ugly. I think it caused me to break up my boyfriend. And I'm guessing it wasn't a dream, right? Kole said, nope, not a chance. Come on, buddy, let's get out of here. But they didn't see a little Techawrym, that was one of the rare good ones, slip onto Mike's open foot. As the Techawrym slid up Mike's leg to where his arm was, for the record, Mike was a war veteran, and his arm was more a robotic arm. It bonded with the arm and sprouted and said, hey, my name is Mecha, and looks like we're stuck together now. Tech said, oh, hey Mecha, long time no see. Also, looks like you're reborn, huh? Yeah, you certainly did a number on Mecha. Yeah, also, I'm the strongest now. So Tech and Kole became Techawrym Kole, and with Mike's help, they were starting to train and become a good hero team. And they have been experimenting with weapons ever since. But they knew something else was coming. Something far worse than the Techawryms. Cole's Tech said, yo, Mike and Mecha, we're going to need some help because I am detecting something way worse than us coming toward us. And trust me, whatever it is powerful, and I think we ticked off Tech a little too much. Mecha said, yeah, I know. At this moment, it's been 5 weeks since that incident, and the area was labeled the Techawrym Zone. And due to that, every now and again someone goes in there and comes out either fully taken over, a criminal, or a new hero with a few abilities. At the moment, it's just Kole and Mike, known as the Techawrym Duo, along with their Techawryms, Tech and Mecha. Mecha allows Mike to turn his arm into pretty decent chainsaw as their basic weapon. And for Kole, his weapon of choice is a mix between the first weapon he ever made. The two first weapons he ever made with Tech, the giant sword and a sniping bazooka. Hope y'all enjoyed this video of Techawrym Kole. Well, until next time, subscribe today, John's Book or do Monster Alliance. Goodbye and peace out.